Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe at your home. I welcome you all in lecture number 6, Science of class 3. Dear students, we have started a very interesting topic in the previous lecture. We have started unit number 12 and we have explored the solar system. A very fascinating topic. We will learn more about it. Let's continue the journey. So, dear students, let's start today's learning process. Let's recall what we have learned in the previous lecture. We have learned about the solar system. Yes, the sun and everything that orbits around it made up the solar system. As you can clearly see now, the huge ball of fire at the mid, it is sun, and 8 planets revolving around it. We will learn more about the solar system today. Dear students, we have also learned about different objects in space. We have learned about planets, the objects that revolve around the sun. Then we have learned about those twinkling beautiful stars. So dear students, let's start today's lecture. We will learn more about some other special objects that are really fascinating. We will learn about moon. The moon is a natural satellite of the earth. It orbits round the earth. Dear students, you already know that moon is a sphere that takes 28 days to complete its one round around the earth. Now what is meant by a satellite? A satellite is a natural object that revolves around another object. So, the moon is a natural satellite as it orbits the earth. Dear students, like earth, moon also show two types of movements. Yes, it not only revolves around the earth, it also rotates on its axis. And it takes 28 days to rotate once on its axis. Let's watch. The moon revolving around the earth, and the moon also rotates on its axis, and that movement is called rotation. Dear students, some of the other planets also have moons. Isn't it interesting? Yes, Saturn has as many as 17 moons, and Mercury and Venus do not have moons. The Earth is the only planet in the solar system that has one moon. Just to recap, Mercury and Venus have 0 moons, whereas the Earth has one moon. And isn't it amazing that we human beings have physically explored the moon? We will learn about that most amazing achievement of mankind in my next lecture. Dear students, now we are going to learn about the difference between a planet and a moon. Now, what is a planet? An object that orbits the sun is called a planet. However, if it orbits a planet instead of the sun, it is called a moon. So, dear students, let's learn the similarities between a planet and a moon. Both planets and moon have no light of their own. They only reflect the sun's light. So this beautifully illuminating moon is not actually giving out its own light. It's actually reflecting the sun's light. Planets and moons revolve around another space body. The Earth revolves around the Sun, taking 365 days to complete one revolution, whereas the Moon revolves around the Earth. So both planets and moons revolve around another spatial objects. Now let's learn about another really fascinating topic, that is the phases of the moon. Sometimes from where we see it, the moon is only partly lit up. Sometimes we see the whole face of the moon lit up. Why is it so? The amount or the part of the moon that we see lit up gradually increases or decreases. We call these the phases of moon. To understand what is meant by the phases of moon, Let's watch this video. Dear students, the moon is the brightest and most noticeable object in the night sky. But if you spend much time observing it, you will see that the moon is never quite the same from one night to the next. Yes, which means that it appears to change shapes a little bit every night. That we call phases of moon. Why we see different phases of the moon? The reason is the revolution of the moon around the earth. The part of the moon that we see lit up is actually the part that gets the sunlight. That's why we see different shapes of the moon. Sometimes we see very beautiful full moon, while at other times we don't see it at all. So dear students, after learning about the phases of moon, let's learn about the satellites and space telescopes. You already know about natural satellites. Yes, the spatial objects that revolve around other heavier objects naturally in space. But usually when people talk about the satellites, they mean the one made by people and launched into the space. Satellites are very complicated machines that orbit the Earth. They receive signals from the Earth and send signals back. There are many different types of satellites depending upon their use. Dear students, you know that there are more than 2,500 man-made satellites in space today? Wow, it's really amazing. And they are all of many different types, depending upon the function they are performing. Now, what satellites do for us? Satellites are used to tell us about the weather. You know about meteorologists? Yes, the scientists who study weather. Meteorologists use satellites to study weather patterns around the Earth. And at the same time, we are using satellites. You know when? While watching TV. Satellites are also used to send television pictures from one part of the world to another. And when we are using phone, we are actually using satellites. Telephone connections around the world are made with the help of satellites. You know when you use map while sitting in a car or by your mobile, you're actually taking help from the satellite. A satellite takes picture and tells you where you are and where you want to go. Dear students, let's learn how a satellite looks like at the night sky. You might have seen a light moving very steadily without blinking or twinkling. That can be a satellite. You know about a natural satellite, like moon that revolves around the earth. Whereas man-made satellites are very complicated machines, very sophisticated and highly sensitive. They are usually made up of a computer and solar panels to take energy from the sunlight. They also have cameras and other scientific tools to gather information. Dear students, we will also learn about the Hubble Space Telescope, a telescope that revolves around the Earth like a satellite. We can see further into space than telescopes on the ground by space telescopes, and Hubble Space Telescope is one of the most prominent space telescopes. Let's learn more about it. Dear students, Hubble Space Telescope is really amazing. Do you know why? We can even accurately measure the size of a bus moving at the speed of 5 miles per second on a road. At the same time, we can take coolest images of distant spatial objects due to this amazing space telescope, Hubble. Dear students, let's learn some more about Hubble telescope. Hubble Space Telescope is really amazing. You know that it can take images of stars, galaxies, planets, much clearer than the telescopes on Earth. Hubble Space Telescope has completely changed the way we think about viewing the stars. So dear students, I think we have learned so much today. It was really fun learning about solar system. Let's recap what we have learned. We have learned about moons, We have learned the difference between a planet and a moon. We have also learned about the similarities between a planet and a moon. Planet और moon कैसे मिलते जुलते होते हैं? इसी तरह हमने सैटेलाइट्स और स्पेस टेलीस्कोप्स के बारे में पढ़ा और आखिर में हमने पढ़ा सबसे अमेजिंग स्पेस टेलीस्कोप के बारे में, जी, अबाउट द हबल स्पेस टेलीस्कोप. So dear students, it's time to have your home assignment. Now, your home task is just to write these difficult terms or words in your notebooks. Number 1 is solar. Yes, solar means of the sun. Number 2, orbit. Yes, the path of spatial objects. Number 3, dwarf planet. A dwarf planet is a planet that is smaller in size. Then burning gases. Yes, do you remember what stars are huge balls of burning gases? Then astronomers, the scientists who study space. Telescopes, the instruments used to watch or magnify distant objects. Rotation, the movement of any object around its axis. Revolution, the movement of a lighter object around another heavier object. And then the satellites. Satellites are the complicated man-made machines moving in space. Dear students, that was enough for today. We have learned so much about solar system and we have really enjoyed learning about it. So if you have any problems regarding today's lecture, you are more than welcome in the comment box. Until my next lecture, take a very good care of yourself and keep learning and keep enjoying. Allah Hafiz.